you know that you are supposed to be into coaching, right? You know you have it inside of you. You know that everything around you screams to you that, guy, go and start a coaching business, because people around you always tell you that when you tell them about something to go do it, you know how to explain, you are very good. But guess what? You are so scared because, see, it scares the shit out of you. And you know why you are scared of starting your own coaching business? Even though you know it's the right thing to do, you've got everything to become the best coach possible for the particular stuff that you are into. Guess what? The truth is, you are always comparing yourself with big names, right? You are comparing yourself with big names like Myron Golden, like Russell Brunson, like Tony Robbins, and you are looking at coaching to be that kind of high and mighty stuff that somebody like you cannot even start it. And that is where you get it all wrong. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can literally start your own coaching business, right? This is going to be a starter guide that will show you every single thing that you need to do so that you can start your coaching business. And I know you have it. You are watching this video because you believe that coaching is something that you are called to do. You know you can do it, right? So in this video I'm going to show you every fundamental that is required, right, to start a coaching business, all the tools you need, all the building blocks that are required for you to start this particular business. Then we'll move to the next phase where I'm going to be showing you how you can literally right now design a coaching program, right? This program is going to help you, right, to actually set up every modules, how you are going to teach them, and even how much you are going to collect as a price that you will be collecting when you start your own coaching business. Now, we're not going to stop there, right? I will go further to show you how you can literally right now start to market and to scale your coaching business and how to land your first client. I will show you steps on what you need to do right now, practical step. Number, why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because me right now, just from my YouTube channel alone, by doing these videos that I'm doing right now, I have 7 people that I'm coaching, and each one of them is paying me $1,500. I get to meet them once or twice in a week, depending on what they are doing, and I have templates and I have things that I'm giving them. These 7 people made me $10,500, right? And it's coaching. Now, there is difference between coaching or teaching. This is coaching, right? And I will explain to you what I mean by when I say this is coaching. It simply means that I am not killing myself doing the work for them, right? I'm literally showing them what to do, how to do it, step to take. When they go, they come back, they tried it, and they are having any issues, I'm there to guide them through the process. And that is what they are paying me this amount for. This is very, very low. I know, yeah. This is very, very low. Yeah, but you know what? Just like it's the YouTube channel, right? We are using this YouTube channel as the top of the funnel to get these people. So I don't mind collecting this amount of money just to help the first 10 people for what I'm supposed to be charging $5,000 for, right? If you understand what I teach them and you know what I'm talking about, you will know that they are making a lot of money with their business and with their coaching setup. So, but for a discount, they are getting it at about $1,500. Now, why am I explaining this to you is because I know you want to make $10,000 per month, right? And you can do it. If I can do it, sure, yes, of course you can do it. So let's dive into the video. Let me show you what you need to do to set up your coaching business that can fetch you potentially $10,000 every single month. Now let's look at it here. So this video is divided into 3 segments, right? I have 3 segments. The first part is going to be building the foundations of your coaching business. And in this first part, I'm going to be looking at the fundamentals of starting the coaching business. And also, we are going to go through the most important aspect of it, which is defining your niche, right? And identifying who are your audience that you want to coach. Because a lot of people just go and start coaching and they don't know who they are going to start coaching, which is very, very bad. And I have a unique way of showing you how to get this in a very simple way. Then you now show you how to set the type of goals that will help you actually get results. So with that out of the way, let's look at the simple approach to you defining your coaching niche. Now, some of you will be like, just go to the coaching and tell us, why are you telling us the coaching niche and all that? You need to understand it. And in fact, you need to understand why niche is crucial. Number one thing why we go by niche, because I know some people, they teach about, don't go with niche, just do what you want to do. Don't do that. If you are starting, don't do that. You will just suffer. I'm telling you, you waste a lot of money and your time. So you need to stand out in a competitive market because the coaching business is actually competitive and also very, very unique. So what I mean by actually competitive and unique is that there are some areas, if you don't know how to fine tune who you are serving, you will be among other competitors that are doing the same thing, and we have a lot of them. But if you know how to stand out, it will help you focus in a particular market, right? And in that market, you will find yourself that you are the unique person in that market that is offering that particular type of service. So that makes you stand as one of one in the entire system, right? One of one. So, and that is the most important thing we are looking for. If we don't want to be coaching somebody in a way that every other person is already doing that, so why are they doing that? You now start competing with people based on price. You don't want to do that. Yes, you want to coach them based on the value you bring to the table. I know most of you have a lot of value. You know how to do stuff that people will ask you, Kai, you are very good, oh, and you know you are good, but you are so scared. You are so scared of starting this business. You can't start it because you don't have the confidence and you don't know how to go about some of these things that I'm showing you. So let me take you through one at a time. The first thing you want to do is your niche, right? How do we identify this bad boy here? The niche is so important. It's the most crucial aspect of it all. The first thing we want to do here is we look for the strengths and areas of your expertise. Your niche is about you. It's not about people. It's not about what people are looking for in the marketplace. People go and make mistake of looking for what people are looking for. And now you're now going to learn that thing. Then if their needs change, you continue to be changing and to be looking for new things to teach people. No. What you want to do first, you want to work with from the area of abundance. Let me show you this thing. You want to make sure you work from the area, right? Area of abundance down to the area of lack. So what do I mean by area of abundance and down to the area of lack? Area of abundance is what you know how to do, your expertise, your skill, your ability to solve that particular problem. To the area of lack and to the area where people don't have that thing that you have in abundance, so that you can be pouring out into people who are empty. And that is where your value increases. See, value is relative. What I have, a lot of people might have it, but people that are coming to me, to them, it's like the entire world. And they don't even know that the other people can do similar things that I do, but I do it in my own way. Even when they find out that other people are doing the same thing, but they can never be able to do it the way I do it. And let me tell you the truth. It's not everybody's voice that you can relate to and understand. There are people that when they speak, your intuition, your personality just opens up to their voice, just opens up to their own personality. Those are the kind of people that can coach you. So not everybody is for everybody, right? People are selected based on another person's gift that God has imputed in that person to help you reveal who you are to yourself. So first thing is you by yourself identifying your skill, your ability. Who are you? What are your strengths? Do you know how to teach very well? Do you have a unique way of teaching people? Is that your strength? Do you have a particular skill? Any skill, you don't need to kill yourself. It's not about you going to have a PhD. I'm talking about simple skill as CV writing, optimizing CV, optimizing just basic stuff, everyday stuff that you know people are doing. Right now, people are looking for a job up and there, but they don't know how to do a lot of things that the job require. And you know how to do those stuff. You know how to hire effectively. It's a real life scenario. You can start your coaching business with these stuffs. You can start them. Right recently, I met somebody who told me about what he wants to do and all that. And see, the answer is very straightforward. Right? Just look into your own tools. You will see that you have stuff that are unique. Yes, it might not be perfect. Until you start, you will not be perfect. Until you start solving little problems, you will never get into the habit of solving bigger problems, because the bigger problem is the way you define it. If you start solving smaller problems, you figure out that you know how to take on bigger issues that come to your table. So choose your areas of expertise and identify your strength. Start from there. Then number 2, you go to do your research. Oh, this is the part that people who enroll on my programs, this is the major part that most people don't like to do. And this is where the secret to making money lies. See, this first part is about you. It's not about the people. This second part is about the people, because your skills must be matched up with the demand in the marketplace. So what is the demand in the marketplace? You have to do research. I always recommend certain tools, and let me give you some of the tools that I recommend to my premium students. First tool is Google Trend, right? I hope I spelled out Google correctly. Google Trend is fantastic to helping you look for trend. Right? The other thing is for you to look for analytic tools, right? Analytic tools. There are a lot of tools that can help you choose what people are looking for. Then the third aspect of the tools that you can use for you to be able to see what demand is placed like X, right? X. If you go on X or formerly known as Twitter, go on X, you will see a lot of people talking about certain ideas that relate to what you do. This is where you begin to know what people are looking for, what is the demand. You can do your research using paid ads, using Google ads. You can test the market. You can go on TikTok and do keyword research and see how a particular topic is trending. That is how to know the demand in the marketplace. Don't just go and create something because you have the expertise, because you are skillful. You just go and create something. People might end up not buying. Right? This market can be deceiving. Somebody can be saying, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for this. After you create it, they're not looking for it. So you must follow these various analytical tools to see what is actually in the market that people are looking for, right? And understand competitor analysis and all those stuff, all those Google stuff that people don't like to do. Do them. Go and do an in-depth research. If you want to do in-depth research, you can check my research tool. I have it on the description where you can download. You see a list of my research tools that I use for research. You can go and use those tools. The step number 3, the third step here is to test and refine your niche over time. Now, when you start teaching people how to create systemic IO website, right? Eventually you discover that people want to learn how to create digital products. Then later you discover that people want to learn how to make money online. Then later you discover that people want to learn how to start their coaching business. As you go, you are refining your niche. That is exactly what I've been doing, right? I have a lot of things that I know how to do. I'm a marketer, I'm a programmer, I know how to code, right? But you've never seen me come here to start teaching you how to code, because the market here are all about digital products, something low level, something that they can to start getting money. If I start to tell them how to code, it will be very, very hard for them to catch up, right? So I just entered the market with something that I know people are looking for, and I'm very, very good at that, and I have experience to share, and I have expertise, and I'm also doing it, and I'm currently making money doing it. But that does not mean that will be the only niche I will be in. Over time, my niche can change. Like now, I'm building some softwares, very, very good tool that I will share with some of you guys later. Very good tools that will help you double your money, because I'm experimenting these tools right now, and I'll start talking about them. Right now, you see, over time, I might decide to start switching my niche, right, into something that I see that is helping more people and giving them results. So I can't just stay down one place trying to do the same thing, except if that thing is giving you so much value. But if I see another area of value that people are looking for, I will continue to talk about those things as far as they are inside of my competence area, right? So your niche is what you test and you refine over time. It's not a do or die, something that you must do it for the rest of your life, right? You can always refine it. Then step number 2 is very, very important. Now, here is where we talk about the identification of your target audience. Now, this is crucial. Now, you are doing research, you know that something in the market is in high demand, right? Right now, AI implementation in businesses is high in demand. Oh, we know that. But who are the people who are looking for this AI implementation? Who are they? What are they doing? That is where we now begin to talk about identification of target audience. Now, you need to understand who are your ideal clients. People talk about this all the time, but what people miss to tell you is that the ideal client for somebody who is doing the same thing as me from a different region is different. So if you're in Nigeria, your ideal clients are not the same thing with people who are in US. So location matters a lot. So let's talk about some of the things that you want to look for if you are thinking about ideal clients. First thing, you want to think about age, right? You want to think about age. Age plays a vital role when looking for your ideal client. I'm telling you, right? The age of people who are in Nigeria who buy stuff is typically around 29, 35, 40, 50, right? The age of people in US, in Canada who are buying stuff starts from around the age of 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. These guys are already making money at that age and they are buying stuff and they are good to go. But 18 years old in Nigeria might still be in secondary school. Or even if he's out of secondary school, will be struggling. He's not started anything yet. Like, I mean the majority, right? So your demography, I'm talking about the location now, the people, the age you are targeting matters a lot based on the location where you are. So you need to put that into consideration. The same product, but in different demography, you have different set of people who are buying that same product. What 17 years old people are buying in US, it will be like 29 years old people that are buying it in Nigeria. Now let's look at number of people. For instance, number of people that can purchase car, that can buy car in Nigeria right now is people who are already in their 20s, in their 30s, in their 40s. But people who are buying cars in America start from 16 years old, 17, 18, 19, 20, they're already buying cars. Like legit young boys are already making money in digital marketing in different areas, in crypto and all those stuff. So see the thing. You see a lot of young kids going to Dubai and all that. So think about that. Another thing is profession, right? You need to look for profession. Very, very important. Next thing is interest. What are these people interested in? Are they interested in digital product because they are coaches? Or they're interested in digital product because they don't have job and they need something to make money from? Are they interested in this particular market? What is the motivation behind their interest? if you can decode the motivation, you'll be able to create a product that will target the right market. Because you can see people interested in something, but they don't have money to pay. Why are you going to be doing something for those kind of people? They don't have the means. Allow them to go on YouTube and go and watch free videos and take their time. They can't pay for your service. So you need to know who you are targeting, right? The next thing is pain points. What are their real problem? Because real problem is different from the problem, from the pain point. Some people real problem is different. They will be on social media saying that, I'm looking for money, but they are scrolling on TikTok. They are not reading books. Then there are channels who teaches people how to read books, how to get stuff, but they are looking for money, but they are not interested in doing those stuff. So you need to look for real pain points, not just pain point that people identify that, oh, I would love to make money. That is not a really pain point. Real pain point will be somebody who is married with 3 kids and he's behind his bill and he's looking for ways to make money. And the current way he's making money right now is not very effective. That is a pain point. That is your guy, because he is the target audience that you should target. But a young guy who is saying, I'm looking for money, and you are being fed, your school fees is being paid for, you don't have, your own is just come to social media and just be part of the masses who are complaining, who are commenting. No, that person does not have a real pain. So you need to look for the aspirations of people so that you can target that aspiration. That is it. Now, let me give you some tips here. When you are doing your research on your audience, you can use survey. There are free tools. Use System.io to survey people for free. Use it for free. Go to forums like Twitter forums, go to Facebook forums, go to LinkedIn forums, go all the social media groups. Go and put your survey link. Ask people questions. Will you want so product that can do ABC for you? If you're interested, let me know. Or sometimes just put the link to your product, tell them to test it for free. That is how to test the market, right? The next thing is to create an audience persona. This is very crucial. Create an audience persona. Now, if you want to create audience persona, it simply means that you look for somebody, give the person a name, right? Give the person a name and say, okay, the person's name is Mark, right? So who is Mark? You can give person age. You say Mark is 32 years old. Yeah, 32 years. This is the ideal person that I want to target. And Mark lives in Lagos. So location, right? You say Mark lives in Lagos. And then you now say Mark occupation. You say Mark is a banker. Good. Then what is Mark motivation or interest? Is that Mark is interested in making extra cash with his existing expertise. Yes, that's the word. With his existing expertise. Okay, that's good. What else? So what is the pain point of Mark? The pain point of Mark is that he's behind his bill, right? He's got school fees to pay. He's got 3 kids and a wife, of course, and house rent. Yes, house rent, expenses from his car, and 3 other siblings to take care of. So this is what they call a customer persona. You know the type of person you are looking for, the name, his name, the age you are looking for, the demographic, like the age, yeah, location, occupation, interest of the person, what the person wants. He wants to start to create a course and all that because he wants an extra cash. What is the main motivation? His pain point is what? Right? You see, his pain point is that he's behind his bills and he's got kids, right? And a wife. And he has house rent to pay, water bill, he has car to fix, fuel, and all that. He has 4 other siblings that he's taking care of, sponsoring them in Unilag. One is in Unilag, one is in secondary school, and all that. So Mark is a perfect persona for somebody who wants to buy my course, right? My core digital product creation secrets. That is it. So this is one of my course, right? Where I teach people how to turn their skill, expertise, talent into digital product. Mark is a perfect candidate for that course. That's how to create an audience persona. With this, I'm very clear. Even when I'm targeting people on Facebook, but when I'm using Facebook ads to do my targeting for my coaching business, that is what I target, right? That is what I target. I don't even waste time. I go for these people. I go for somebody like Mark. Mark is my guy. So I put it on Facebook ad, put it on LinkedIn ad, put it on all these platforms because I know who I'm looking for. He's frustrated. He needs more money. But the key point here is that he's got expertise. He's got a skill. But he needs somebody who can guide him, show him, mentor him on how to turn this expertise into a digital product, like an ebook, like a course, like a coaching platform. And this guy is struggling with all this platform like System.io with the course, with the marketing. Then I can coach him. After my course, he can also get on my board to coach him. Before 6 months, before you know it, in 6 months, Mark is already selling his product and Mark is making money. I will now encourage Mark on how to start his own YouTube channel to be talking about some of the things that he knows, right? Not because you want to make money from YouTube, because the more you start speaking about it, the better you are in communicating your ideas, and that will lead to more ideas. Then you can start creating more products. That is how you make more money. You must be productive. That is what makes you a coach. So you don't need to have a PhD, you just need to have a skill, something to teach somebody that the person need today, right? You get the whole point now. That is how to do this stuff. There is no magic or rocket science here. So final part here is, you are doing all these things. You want to start your coaching business. You must have a goal. I tell you, you need to have a clear goal. What do you want to achieve? If not, you will start and you will drop. You will not continue this journey again. So you need to have a clear goal for your coaching business. What do I want to do? And let me show you how to set up your coaching goal, right? And before even that, let's talk about why this matters. Number one is that if you don't have a goal, you don't have a roadmap, right? There is no roadmap to the dollars you want to make. There is no definite roadmap so that you can go and make this amount of money. So you are just hearing that people can start coaching and you just go to start your own coach without knowing what to do. That is where you begin to fail. Step number two is that it helps you to keep track of your progress so that you can stay motivated. And I always tell people, before you start a coaching business, please don't quit your job. Make sure you still have your job intact, right? You can't burn the bridges, you can burn it. But again, your job is not your enemy. Don't let anybody deceive you. Yes, I teach about stopping 9 to 5 and all that, but it's never your enemy. Your job is not your enemy. Use your job as a leverage. Use it as an experience to talk about it. So document, track it, and perform very well at your job. You will need it to sell your own digital products. So that's what I'm telling you. Now, the goal part is this. Here how to set your goal. The first thing is, when you are thinking about goal settings, one thing you want to look for is target revenue. Owonikoko, the money. How much do I plan to make in the next 6 months of my coaching business? How much? What is my target in the next 1 year? And the good thing about it is, if you have a coach, your coach will let you know if 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, the kind of goal you are setting for yourself. You'll be able to analyze and tell you what is obtainable. Some of you will go and set an unrealistic revenue and be doing affirmations with unrealistic revenues, and you are not putting the work. Actually, you can put any revenue you want to put, but the good news is that if you are willing to work, eventually you'll be able to get what you are looking for. That is my belief, and it has worked for me. So the problem is not even the affirmation or anything, it's the work. Because the more you put a high revenue, the more a bigger work is required for you to get that particular kind of revenue. So set your revenue. How much? Usually $10,000 is a very good place, right? If you want to aim high as a total beginner. And this will require you investing good amount of money in a coaching, in somebody else who has done it. So another amount is $1,000. How do you want to make your first $1,000? It's a good place also to start, and you will invest accordingly. The bigger your goals, the bigger your investment. It's simple. Don't have a big goal to make so much amount of money and you don't have the capacity to invest in the knowledge required to get that. People meet me for coaching, people meet me and they say, I don't have money. I do free videos on YouTube, teach people how to create websites, how to do all these things. People will still meet me and say to create a website for me, but you don't have the money. The minimum amount I charge if you're in Nigeria is 500k for a website. If you don't want to pay that, brother, sister, go learn this stuff. Take your time, spend 1 hour, 2 hours. You will know how to do it. It's very easy. So now pay yourself that amount that you're supposed to pay me. But if you don't have the time, you have money to pay, why not? Go and pay me. I get the job done for you. You make more money faster. You make it, you literally make it double, right? It saves you. It's a leverage for you. So set your revenue based on that. Now, the second thing you want to do here is literally to choose how many number of clients. If your goal is to make $1,000, right, in your coaching business, 1K in your coaching business. So in this 1K that you want to make, how many people will give you this 1K? How much is your coaching platform? Are you charging them $100 to coach them, show them something, or $200? What is the amount you are charging? How many clients do you target to get? Is it 7? Is it 10? Is it 15? Is it 20 people? You look at that. That is how to set a goal if you are into the coaching business or you want to go into the coaching business, right? Then finally, after setting these goals, actually go and launch. Don't stay there, set goal and write them on paper and never go to launch your product. That's why they call fear of launching. People can actually create product. This has happened to me in the past. I literally created a product. I'm scared of launching the product. I'm even scared of telling people about it. Like, it's so funny. But this is a real stuff. It's so real. So don't be scared. That is why you need a coach, you need a mentor, somebody that will tell you, go and launch. This is the step. Go and do it and let me know. We are in this together. That is, especially now that we have AI and so many things. AI will misguide you if you don't have the proper knowledge. You think because there is AI now, the AI is going to be perfect. Even if the AI is perfect, the AI will not be perfect in your own situation. You have to tell the AI what you need. Now, if you don't know how to articulate your ideas, your programs, The AI will not give you. The AI can never do what God cannot do for you, right? If you not open your mouth, you don't tell God what you are looking for, God will not come and do it for you. How much more AI? So with this, if you can do this thing, I'm telling you, if you have what I'm telling you now, from step number 1 to step number 3, you are ready to start your coaching business. And I'm ready, I'm here to help you, right? You are ready to start it. So don't be afraid at all. Don't be afraid to start this business. I'm telling you, go and start your coaching business. Don't be afraid. You have 1 or 2 skills. You can go and launch your business. You can start coaching people for free. It's not by force that they must pay you, just to help your confidence, right? And I know you got this, right? You got this in you. You have it inside of you. I don't have any doubt that you can make this stuff. You can make it work. And if you need somebody to talk to, why not? Hit the link below. Book a session with me. It's going to be free. If you don't want to have a video call, no problem. You can chat on WhatsApp. It's okay. But all I want you to know is that you can start now. If you have the basic skills, basic knowledge, you can go and start right now. And nothing is stopping you. Now, in this second session of this video, we are going to be talking about something so crucial in the entire journey of starting your own coaching business. Like you know, coaching is one of the best business model in this AI era. A lot of businesses are going to be relying on coaches, especially in this AI era. So you need to make sure that you have coaching locked down, because if you are not a coach and you have expertise, you have something that you are teaching people on how to do that stuff, it's time for you to turn it into a coaching system, because there will be need for people who are expert, who are coach in their area, to help us remove the overwatered information that is everywhere for us to get the right thing. And that is where coach comes, right? Now, in this session, we'll be talking about how do you design your coaching programs and how you set the prices. Because we know that in the first session, we talked about coaching is very good and it makes a lot of money. But we are not only talking about money. If you want to make money, you need to be impactful. You need to create a product and package it as coaching that will help people achieve certain results. But the question is, how do you do that? If you are starting out or you've been a coach and now you're thinking about how do I transition online, this video is for you. Or even if you're already doing it online, but let me tell you, we are in this era where every single minute, every second counts. New stuff are coming up, new ideas, new ways to do them. So even if you know how to coach before now, you need to watch this video because I don't think you understand what is about to happen. If you watch what Google announced yesterday, you will understand what I'm talking about. Everything is changing. So first thing is, how do you create a coaching package? Now, when it comes to creating a coaching package, we have certain things that we need to look into, because coaching package is not like every other package that you create. See, coaching products is different from creating an ebook or creating a course. It's a different thing entirely. Now, let me walk you through the essentials. When it comes to coaching, there are essentials. There are things that you need that makes you have a good coaching business. Like I said, coaching is not the same thing with creating an ebook or creating a course. Now, the first thing you want to do when you are creating your coaching is you need to be clear on your deliverables, because coaching is not you creating an ebook, right? You need to know what are you going to deliver to your clients when you are coaching them. If you watch the first video, you understand what I mean. I say coaching is not you giving them a product. Coaching is you guiding them to help them bring out what they are already doing. So you are working on something. So now you must specify what your clients will receive in measurable terms if you coach them. That is what you do, because you must know what they are going to receive in measurable terms, right? So, for example, let me give you an example. Let me drive this home. You can let them know that I'm going to be walking you through A, B, C, D. Every single week, we are going to be having calls. And in this course, I'm going to look into your business and tell you A, B, C, D you need to do in your business in order for your business to grow 20% or 10% if you implement it. Now, in order for me to help you in the implementation of this thing, I'm going to have a template. I will give you a template. This template will show you the things that you need to take, the steps you need to take, the things you need to do. Then, apart from that, you are going to have access to exclusive resources. These resources can be video, right? Can be audio, or can even be a guide. It can be a guide, right? That they will receive. Now, these are what we call deliverables. When you are coaching, you must have your deliverables. Don't just say, okay, let's just work together. Let's see what we have. That is not coaching. In coaching, you must have deliverables. And I'm telling you that when it comes to coaching, somebody you are coaching must have something. You don't coach people who are empty. That is not coaching. That is mentorship. Mentorship is different from coaching. So it's very important. Coaching, we have certain goals and we want to achieve that particular goal, and you have something on the table and I want to show you the step to take those things. I want to tell you how to do it better. I want to give you formulas, models, principles that you will go and implement. I hope that is clear, right? Now the next part is, in your coaching, you must have what we call tailored solution. Your solution cannot be vague. You cannot be talking about something that you don't know, that you are coaching. You must have the principles that is needed to make the thing work for the person that you are coaching. So it must be tailored approach, right? Now, you have to align your packages with the niche and the audience you are trying to deal with, right? Everything that you are going to be coaching about, it must be in alignment. You cannot be coaching about something that you are not into. So you have to make sure that when you are coaching, it's your area of experience and it's something that you know you can provide solution for, and tailored solution, not just something vague. If you are giving something vague, then you are not a coach. It has to be tailored solution that you know, based on statistics, based on experiment, based on the people you've worked with. This is what works, and I want to show you the steps to take so that it can work for you. That is it. So most of the time, you need to customize what you are giving to people, right? If I'm coaching you on something, I might be coaching somebody else on something different. The moment you personalize whatever thing that you are doing, the moment you personalize it, you customize it, your value increase. If I will take you one-on-one to show you something, of course, I will not charge the same thing if I'm taking people on a group. So those two things are very important, right? Clear deliverables and tailored solution. If you can do these two things, you will be a very good coach and you will make a lot of money as a coach. Now let's look at the second thing. Now let's talk about the packages. Remember, we said it must be something impactful and it will be packaged. What is that thing that you are packaging? How do you package your deliverables? These deliverables that we are talking about, the things that you are giving people, you have to package it in a particular vehicle. Now, one of the vehicle is what we call the vehicle of one-on-one coaching, right? The vehicle where you hold somebody by the hands like this and you are coaching them, one-on-one coaching vehicle. Now, how does this work? This is a personalized sessions. It's between you and the person, tailored to the client's need, whatever it is that the person is struggling with. You have a one-on-one session with the person, right? So that the person will be able to get results. That is what it is for the one-on-one session. It's not like other kind of coaching that we're going to talk about, right? This one is between me and you. I walk you through every step in the business, every step in what we are trying to work on. I'm showing you. For you, this is what you need to do. It's one-on-one. Then you have the second one. This is what we call group coaching, right? Group coaching, it's in small groups, right? You have people that you are coaching in a shared learning experience whereby it's not just one person. Now, this is very vital. Group coaching is like almost an upgrade because most people are used to one-on-one coaching. But group coaching is actually like an upgrade of one-on-one coaching. It's the people you are persuading in a group will help persuade other people. When people are being coached in a group, they even tend to get better. I'm telling you, right? However, it also has downside. There will be some people that will be left out. So when those people are left out, one-on-one coaching will be the best option for those people that are always left out in this type of scenario. Now, the next package we want to have is self-paced online program. It's also another way of coaching people, but this time around, you are not doing it in person. You already have laid out all the principles, everything that they need to do. You have an ebook, you have a course. These two things are already on ground. Then you will not schedule a group session. This is so vital. You schedule a group session where you do a live session and coach them on that. Maybe it can be once a week, right? You can now coach all the people. Meanwhile, they already have PDF, they already have course. Now they also have you for 1 hour, 2 hours. Now, this is effective because this allows people to have the benefit of all the other ways of coaching people. One-to-many, you also have the course. You also have this group session where you have you yourself. You are talking to each and every one of them as one-to-many, right? Then, not only that, you also have your ebook. This is very good, guys, right? You also have your checklist. You also have other resources that is guiding people towards learning, and you also show up. Now, guess what? When you show up for this live session, guess what? Most times, people only have questions. That is where the key is. They always have questions based on what they have learned from your course, right? They always have questions, and question is what actually makes coaching. It's what makes the coaching system make sense, right? Question is the secret of coaching. If people cannot ask questions, what are you coaching them? You are not coaching anything now. If they have question, they can't get real life answer to your question, they can't do that. So you have the opportunity on that one-on-one session to be able to deliver, to answer each and every one of their questions. And you are not spending your time teaching on that live session, because you already have videos and you have ebook that they can go and learn on their own and show up with their questions and concerns. And if they start taking action, they will now be able to show you, I'm here, what do I do? And guess what? Here is the best part of it. Whenever you answer one person's question, it's almost like you answer other people's question, because once they are taking steps, they are going to be having similar issues. And you don't need to now answer one-on-one again, because the answer to one person will answer to other people. But you cannot get this type of result if you are not using the hybrid method. That is why the hybrid method is so important. This is what I ask people to always do. Before you start a coaching business, I always just make sure that you have an ebook, you have a guide, you have a course. This will save. But if they want a coaching session, so that you can be answering the question that they will be asking you while the session is going on. Right now, one thing I always do is this, because so now, for instance, if you have different packages that you are doing in your own coaching session, it's simple. Just make sure you have different outline, right, for different kind of services. Maybe you are somebody who coaches people on different level, marketing, product creation, different stuff. Like I do sometimes, I have different kind of outline for different offers and for different packages. But at the end of the day, if somebody wants to go for all of them, maybe he wants to duplicate exactly what I'm doing, then he just take the entire package. For you, it will be different. So you need to look for what works for you. The first thing here is the value. When you need to think about the value that you're actually providing to people. What is the value that you are providing to these people before you begin to charge? Because at the end of the day, the value you provide will be what determines the outcome that they will get. If your value is very high, be so sure that your clients are going to be transformed. And if clients are transformed, your price will be based on their transformation. So you never price based on the thing you put in or the effort. It is based on the transformation. And what leads to transformation is the value. That is why your value must be great, so that the money and the amount you charge will also be very good. Then the next thing, apart from the value you have, is for you to pay attention to your audience. Now, if you don't pay attention to the audience, even though you have something of value with a wrong audience, something of value with a wrong audience is equal to zero, because they will not understand it. You see, value is relative. What I consider valuable to me is not what somebody else considers valuable. To that person, it's not valuable. He doesn't understand it. So that is why the issue of target audience matters a lot. If you are targeting the right audience, I'm telling you, whatever amount you charge them, they already have it in their budget, because they know what it means. They understand it, so they will spend money based on it, because that is what they are looking for. They are looking for the solution you have to offer. But if you are charging people who don't understand the value, the wrong audience, they will always say that this product is overpriced. I can't go for this product. It's too expensive. It's too costly. How can you say website is 250,000, this and that? No, it's too much. Because they don't need it. They don't understand it. They are not in the same equation. Your equation is not working for them, because that is not where they are. So you need to look for the right target, the right audience, right? And we call them target audience. These people, they have the problem and they have budget for it. And they will do anything as long as you have the value to provide. So you don't avoid trying to price too much. But before you know, how do you know if you are pricing too much, or you are pricing what the market can actually afford and what it is relatively good in the market? You can only get that if you do this next part, which is market research. Yes, you can know that from the market. The market is what will let you know. And many of you don't like to perform research. You hate research. You hate it. And this is where the money is. The money is in research. The money is not in the products. The money is in research. If you research, you know what your competitors are charging, right? You know what is the sweet spot, what people are ready to pay for. Then you go and make your price based on these two things: what competitors are charging, what problem people are looking for to solve. You can choose to increase from what your competitors are charging, and let people know that you are solving the real thing. And that is why your price is higher than your competitors. It's justifiable, and they will go for it, right? And if you want to also go into the market and price lesser than your competitors and also providing higher value, it's also good for you because you are entering the market and you want to penetrate it, especially if it's a very competitive market, right? You might choose to go with that strategy, but you cannot set a price and you don't know what is the sweet spot that people are looking for that is making them pay that amount of money. If you are going to the divorce industry, you are a coach, you help parents not to get divorced, you can be able to price them and let them know the value of if they get divorced, how much they are going to spend, how much you are going to lose in childcare, in this and that. You equate that to the amount that you are going to charge them, and you also look at the competition price. Then you can now increase your own or reduce or charge the same thing, but make sure you give better value. Always give better value. That's what will differentiate you in the marketplace, right? Now, the next thing we will look into here now is something very important, still on the pricing. After looking at number 2, number 3 criteria for charging: value, audience, and market. The next thing is strategy for prices. Now, let me tell you something. You can choose to price it based on value. Now, I always tell you to charge based on value. Value pricing is good, but again, you depend on the industry, right? Some industry are used to charging by hour, and the people that are paying you are used to paying by hour. So if they say they want by hour, you can create something for them so that it can be okay for them. That is the pricing strategy. So that you don't go and say, because Mr. Henry said that you have to charge based on value, and somebody say, okay, but I just need 1 hour of your time to just pick your brain on something, and you say, no, that 1 hour of my time, so the value is so amount is, and come on. You can always be flexible. That is the nature of the market, right? You can always be flexible. Even if you want to charge him higher per value, you can consider hourly rate and increase your amount if you want to do so. Secondly, there are what we call tiered packages. Now, tiered packages are things like where you see there is a basic price, there is a mid-tier, and there is also a premium option. So you have the low part of it. You say, okay, if you want to do this with me, I will give you for this particular amount of dollars, right? But after, if you want me to give you my time, this one down, not time. If you want me to give to this and also do this, you pay on this one. Then if you want everything exclusive plus one-on-one and every of your question, everything until we get your business to move at 30% recurring revenue every single month for the next 6 months, you go for the premium version, and the premium will cost you $10,000 per month. That's good, right? So you can do like that based on different tiers, so that people with different budgets can be able to say, okay, this is my budget and this is what I'm going for, and they can choose their preferred tier and start to work with you. Now let's look at the last part in this session, right? The last part here is after now you have your product, you have your packages, you have your pricing figured out. Now you know how much you want to charge based on your price in the market and based on the value you are trying to offer to people and with their pain point. Now, what do you do next is you need to set up a process, an onboarding process. Coach, you can't afford not to do this. If you are going into coaching business, you cannot afford not to have an onboarding process, because the idea of coaching people is to help them first of all get organized, clarity, their goals. That is the major problem where people need coaching for, right? You are not helping them. You are helping them to have clarity. You yourself, if you don't have an onboarding system, you cannot be a coach, because it simply means that you are not even clear. So, right now, how do we get that onboarding system done? The first thing we want to do is that we want to set expectations for the coaching journey. You want to let the person know this is what you are going to get. Just like I said in the beginning of this session, this is what you are going to get from this session, from this coaching, this, and at the end of the day, we are going to get this. So once you do that, you help them build a very strong first impression, and this will go a long way, because without trust in you and in your ability to deliver, your coaching business will just flop. Because most of the time when we are coaching people, it's not that we are doing something special. No, it's all about perception. It is what we put into the mind of the person who will go and act. Ultimately, it's the person that achieves the result. It's not we. If you've watched football before, the coach is not the one who plays and score. The coach is not the one who catch the ball. The coach will instill something in the mind, in the heart of the people who are playing it, and they will go and they will run with it. He gives them vision, clarity. He shows them what to do in what kind of scenario, but ultimately they are the one going to take the action. That is how we coach people. So that is why you help them set that from the beginning using the onboarding session, right? If you want to do this effectively, there are some essential tools that I would recommend you use for your onboarding, the first thing is you must have an email guide, right? Or a walkthrough guide that kind of walk them through the overview of what we are going to be doing, what the client will expect at the end of it. It should be like an email format. That's how you do it. You can send them an email, an onboarding email, or you're welcome to Hydronium Solution. In this coaching session that we're going to be starting next week, here are the things you need to understand. First thing is that we're going to walk you through how to identify who you are, what you do, and your expertise, and we'll put it into a framework that will help you create your own digital products. And after that, this is the timeline. From this time to this time, we should have your digital products, and we'll go into marketing at this point, and we'll do this. I hope this gives you clarity on what we are trying to do. So get up and let us get into this coaching. Boom. They know what they are looking for, right? Very clear communication. And you set up the goal from the beginning. Very clear communication. Now, if you watch my other session in this same coaching series, I talked about setting goal. Why is goal setting important for you as a coach? Is because majority of your target of your work, it will be around setting goal for your people, right? Help them set up the goal to achieve, help them set up the roadmap that they will follow, help them show them the transformation, let them see the transformation even before they go into it. All these things you must do them right on the get-go when you are even doing the onboarding, right? Some final tips you need to look for is this. You can always have a checklist, a simple checklist on what we'll be doing, so that as you're achieving it, you are striking out the checklist. As you're achieving it, you are striking it out. If you follow these steps, everything that I showed you right now in this session number 2, it will help you so much that your coaching business will be on its way to take off. But guess what? It will not be able to take off if we don't have this final session ready. The final session is marketing and scaling your coaching business. See, you start a business that nobody knows, or you don't know how to market it, it will be you setting up a business and will never make a dime out of it. Now let's talk about the final and the most important aspect of the puzzle, because without this aspect, we will not make money from our coaching business. So I'll be looking at this, right, which is proven strategies on how you can promote your coaching services online. And I will tell you how you can grow very fast by scaling your coaching business so that you can focus on long-term recurring income. Now let's dive into it. The first way to promote anything on the internet, whether it's a coaching business, whether it's a course, literally is the same thing, right? But just because it's a course, you have some little nuances that I'll be explaining in this session, right? Now, but the first method here is usually the free method. Especially if you are starting out, you want to focus on the free method. Now, what do we have on the free method? This is basically about social media, right? People use social media platforms to literally post about their product and services. I'm talking about platforms like Instagram, like LinkedIn, Facebook, right? They just post valuable content on the platform. If you notice, one thing that is common, all what we talk about is always been about value. The content is valuable, the coaching is valuable, the package is valuable, everything is valuable. So now, after posting a valuable content, you have to make sure that it's engaging. So you must add some element of storytelling, some urgency, and all those good stuff, right? If you don't know about them, I have a marketing video, promotion video where I broke down every single thing about those elements. So, but first method is the free method, and in this free method, we are talking about the social media, right? All of us, we have this platform, so we can use it to promote our service. Most people are already doing. The next part that is not so popular is the hosting a webinar, right? You go to Zoom, being on Zoom calls, right? You are hosting webinar or you are hosting workshops, teaching people how to do, right? And when you are doing this thing, you are just focusing on two elements, right? The first element you are focusing on is what we call the what, right? You are teaching people what is it all about, right? You are telling them this is whatever thing you are coaching them, this is what it is all about, right? You need to know that is this, it is that, it is that. You are telling them the what. Then the next aspect of this whole thing is you now begin to tell them the why. Why is the what so important, right? That is what you are now going to be talking about. And the why. You will do all this in your free workshop. Yes, it will be free workshop or a free webinar. You give them the what and the why. Then when they now come for your coaching service, you now give them the last piece of the puzzle, which is the how. Now, this how is in the equation of implementation. You will now show them how to implement the what that you have identified and why it is important for them to do it. Then you now show them the how. this is the 3 core things that everybody needs if they want to move on in their life, right? So people always need to know what to do, they need to know why they are doing it, and they also need to know how to implement it. So you go on a webinar or you host a workshop, you give them 1, 2, then you reserve this one for your coaching session or for your course. That is how to implement it, because the goal here of doing this thing here is not because you just want to give people something for free. It's because you want to showcase your expertise. You want to let them know that you are good, and eventually you will get leads. From getting leads, you use it as a lead generation method. Once you have leads, you can start nurturing them until they start to pay you for your coaching business. Step number 3, or the third way you can use free method, is by blogging or creating valuable YouTube content like what I'm doing right now. Right? You can start by blogging. Blogging is you just having a website with all the articles, all the content. People will go, they will read about it, and they will love it, and they will know that you are an authority in the space, and they will now begin to follow you. As they are following you, they will join your wait list. As they join your wait list, before you know it, they pay you for whatever offer you have to offer to them as a coaching package. Or you decide to do video like this, like I'm doing, you choose to show your face or not, just create something valuable that will educate people. If you educate them, they will know that you are good at what you do. By doing that, you can now increase your authority. Based on that, they will now want to have you as their coach, right? This is exactly what I'm doing. So I've been coaching a lot of people on how to start their own digital business online. After starting their business online, I begin to transition them into creating a digital product, so that whatever expertise they have, skill they have, experience they have, can be now converted into a income that will be generating money for them even when they are not there. That is the entire goal, and that is what your focus should also be. So I coach people around that. People with business, people who have skills, expertise, they are my people, and I've been doing that for quite some time now, and it has been working very, very well. So that's what I'm saying you should do as well. Do it in your own field, do it in your own niche. People will pay you. Don't worry yourself. Don't worry about it. People will pay you. If you are good and you can explain, you can show them 1 or 2 things, they will pay. People are looking for solution. And even if there are people that are better than you are not charging the same price you are charging, right? And they're not able to explain. Like I keep saying, there is an ear for every mouth. If you can speak on the internet and explain to people what you know how to do, there is an ear that will be tuned to you, and that ear will pay you. It's as simple as that. So don't be scared, right? Go into it and start any of the strategy I mentioned. Either you want to go with social media, or you want to start hosting webinars and workshops, or you want to go with vlogging or using blog. Like vlogging is for the video, vlogging is just having your website with the content. Do any of these and you will land your first coaching client. Then we look at the second aspect. The second aspect here is all about paid promotions, right? So we have the paid method where you use your money to get people that will sign up for your services. Now this is straightforward, right? Either you go with Facebook ads, either you go with Google ads, or you go with Instagram ads, anyone. But the most important thing here is to target the right people who need your product. And we call these people demographic, right? Choose the area where you know people who are high in conversion will likely buy from you. Let me tell you the truth. If you are a Nigerian and you are creating a product and you are just starting out, most people that are going to patronize you are not from the UK, are not from Finland, are not from Netherlands. Don't waste your time. Most people that will patronize you are going to be people from Africa, Nigerians, then few people that are in this other part of the world that can also connect with you. Because at first your accent will be different accent and your understanding will be different from the market. So that is demographic. It is so important. People want to start business, they want to start targeting somebody in Europe, and you just got started. See, the language and so many other things that will disqualify you are already there, except if you start something that nobody have seen and you are the only person that can do it. But it's important for you. I'm talking about if you want to use paid advert. But if you are using your normal organic, it's free now. You can target anybody anywhere. And if they want to work with you, of course. With my video, I target anybody everywhere. But I will not run an ad for a new business or a new environment and just begin to target US. I won't do that, right? Okay, so that is how you go about it. You use any of these things. If you are interested in me showing you how to do Facebook marketing or Google ads any of these ones, just let me know in the comment section and I will do video on them. I've been doing my videos based on popular demand and based on what I know that is highly valuable for the audience that I'm serving. So the next one after paid is partnership. This one is crucial. Partnership is so important. Sometimes it will be the best for you, because in most cases the people you're going to partner with already have the audience. All you need to do is to plug into their audience and you can start printing money. Other ways to do partnership is by affiliate marketing. You give affiliate commissions to people who have audience, and their audience buy, they get some commission from it, and you make money too, and you guys grow. This is a very well established method of making money online, and it's not new at all. Influencer marketing or affiliate marketing, they are very good way. So if you have opportunity to engage with them, why not go and do that? Now, one thing I want to let you know is this: if you want to do anything around paid marketing, I'm telling you, don't be disorganized, because you will spend money tired. So make sure you have a content calendar. Have a content calendar so that you can plan and schedule your promotions. It's so important. How much you spend in the month, what you're going to do, your follow-up, your automation, everything that you're going to be putting in place, your lead magnet, plan all that. Then go and start to run your paid campaign. Boom. Once you are there, then we move to the other part. So remember what we are talking about. We said we have step 1, we have promotion, right? And under the promotion, we have free and paid method. Now we have another aspect that is not necessarily promotion, but it's called brand building. You can also mix the two depending on the strategy. For the purpose of this video, by the time I explain, you will know why they are different, right? So you have brand building. This is so important. So important. Brand building. Now, the first thing you want to do when it comes to brand building, you need to have a professional website. Have a website that people can go and see what you have to offer, right? That showcase all the various testimonials with a very clear call to action, telling people for them to buy. Now, with this brand building with your website, people that you are using your advert or you are using your free paid organic traffic to target, if they just stop on that level, they will not buy from you. That's what we call conversion rate. At the instant, your conversion rate will be very low. But when people now start coming back and now start visiting your professional website that shows everything, then they can now start to close. You will not see that they are coming back to buy from you. That is where building a strong brand matters a lot, because it's not that you will just focus on building a strong brand without any of those other aspects. You need to be doing them together. They work hand in hand. This is just step number 2, right? So still in building your business brand, you need to have your testimonials and success stories. Put them on your website, put them on your social media platforms. With all this, you are reminding people that your work is doing very well, your work is good, and people can testify, because in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, the truth is established. So people can believe you that, wow, I can see people testifying to the work of this person. Let me go with him. The third part is consistent branding. You need to continually have similar stuff, like your visuals will be the same, your same logo, the same messages across platforms is so important, so that you can maintain uniformity when you do all these things. That's the reason why I talk about digital products. I know how to do a lot. See, I'm a professional dancer and I've won multiple awards. You've never heard me talk about how to dance, right? Lecture, I do a lot of stuff. Into marketing, I'm a coder, I'm a programmer. You've never heard me come to you and I just open my programming right now. Let me show you what I'm currently coding right now. You've not seen me open my IDE to show you in order to start to code. No, I'm not doing any of that in this video. Why? Because it is not for you. You get the point, right? It is not for you. So you must make sure that the audience you're targeting the right audience, right? There are so many things that I do, so many things. I run a restaurant. I have other businesses that I handle, that I manage. But I'm not coming here every day on my YouTube channel to be telling you about any of those things. Why am I doing that? Because of consistent branding. But again, when you are consistent with your branding, it begins to grow, right? I'm doing that because of consistency in my branding, right? But again, as I continue to evolve in my branding, you will now begin to see my other personality, my other things that I do. But I can't just start with that and just start talking about this, and tomorrow you just see me talking about, oh, how to do airplay, then tomorrow you just see me talking about, oh, how, no. Even though you have multiple things that you know how to do. Because I'm saying this because I see a lot of people that I coach. They say, I can do this, I can do that. You just have to start from one angle, capture that market, capture that arena, then you can now go into other areas. So now let me tell you something here. This is what you need to do. If you are focusing on social media presence, you need to audit it. You need to always check. Make sure that what you are saying is aligning, because you don't want people to be finding you and so thing for so thing, and go to social media platform. On WhatsApp, you are talking about a different thing. On Instagram, you're talking about different thing. On LinkedIn, you are a different personality. And on TikTok, you're a different person. No, it has to be the same thing all across your brand. That is how to maintain a consistent online branding. So now, moving on. The next important aspect of this whole thing now is scaling. Now you know what you need to do. You have free method, you have paid method, you have partnership, you have online presence. But again, what if we want to scale, we want to take another step ahead of that? Let's say we are doing all that I mentioned, but now we want to take another step. This is what you need to do. If you really want to grow astronomically, you want to take a step that will exponentially grow your business. First thing is that you need to make sure that you have this thing on. What is that? You need to start a group coaching. Don't sit down and be doing one-on-one. One-on-one will not grow your money. It might grow your experience, but it will not grow your pocket. So you need to focus on group coaching. That is how to scale your coaching business. If you are currently doing that now and you are not having online classes in your coaching business, you are losing a lot of money, right? This is the best way to serve a lot of clients without overextending yourself, because when you are coaching, you are giving out yourself. If you have coached before, you know what I'm talking about. When you are coaching, you are literally giving out yourself. You are giving out yourself, and inspiration are coming. You are telling people what will work, and it's working. But you now have to do that to one person. The next person, you will find out that you are exhausted. You see, when Jesus Christ said, "Virtue left me," when you are coaching, that is how you feel sometimes. So you want to work on that, and technology is here to help us do that effectively. So that is the first thing you want to do. Right now, what is the second thing? The second thing you want to do is to automate. This is your superpower here, automation. Now with AI, man, this thing is crazy. You can automate every part of your business, all of the part of your business, every part. Content creation, you can automate it. You can automate your email scheduling. You can schedule your emails. Email marketing, to be sending emails to everybody, you can automate it. You can automate how to manage your clients, even the onboarding process, you can automate it. You can automate collecting money from people. You can automate giving them access to the course, to the PDF. You can automate your schedules. You can even do some videos and make available. All these are automation. You must learn how to do them. I have a video about automation. Go and watch that video and learn how to automate your business. It's so important, right? Do email follow-ups, autoresponder, all those things, you need them. So once you are done with that, you move to the next part that you can also need to do, is to create partnership, right? Extend your partnership. You need to collaborate with other professionals to access their own audience. So that's what we call adjacent collaboration, whereby you are not collaborating with somebody that is doing exactly as you, right? No, you are competing with somebody who is going the same way you are going to, but you guys are moving side by side. So this is you here, this is the person. You guys are going the same direction, but you guys are not competitors. So adjacent partnership is very important. Look for somebody who is in the same similar field with you. The audience is targeting at your audience, but the product you guys are offering is not the same. It's a different expertise entirely. That is so important. It is so important. So, right? We can be targeting married couples, but we are not. You might just be in a coaching business where you're talking about divorce, and me, I might be in a Pampers business whereby I'm just talking about the tools that they can buy for their kids. So, but we are targeting the same audience, we are in the same market, but we are not selling the same products. That is what I'm talking about. So partner with these kind of people, and you will see how the team will boost your business. Another thing is you need to invest in scalable systems, right? They say go and register for system IO. You don't want to register for it. Run adverts. You don't want to run adverts. Pay somebody that is a professional to scale your business. You don't want to pay. You want to be a coach. You need to pay a coach. You don't want to pay. If you are not doing that, you can't make it now. You must invest in yourself, invest in scalable system, invest in your growth. Right now, when you start having people, it's your coach that will let you know, oh, when I have 200 people, this is what I do, this is what I'm doing. If not, you end up losing the money that you are working for. So it's always better for us to always go for a higher option that will help us deliver better results. So you need to look for scalable systems and invest in better tools to help you grow better, right? Run adverts, invest in people that are doing it so that they can help you achieve that same result. If you are able to put all this together, I'm telling you, you will do so well. So right now, this is the end of this particular how to start your coaching business. I hope this serves you a lot, because my goal is to serve you with everything that will help you build a digital business and grow it effectively. So if you have not watched my other videos on how to create your course, how to create your ebook, go and watch them, because if you are going to do coaching effectively, you need to have an ebook, you need to have a course, so that you can put them together. As we even go into the future, you will even start to need to have your own software, your own programs. Don't worry, when I say software, it's so easy nowadays, right? It's so easy to create software with a click of a button, and you have a system that serves your people. Very soon, the way we are creating content, people will be creating content, and that is my prediction, right? I'm going to do a video about this. The way we are creating softwares, the way we are creating content, that is how softwares will be created. Application programs will be dropping every single day. The way we are doing videos every day to serve people, we'll be creating softwares every day that serves people. It's going to be normal. Just take it from me, it's going to be normal. So in the next video, I'm going to be talking about is how do you create the next part of your growth. Remember, I talked about ebook, I talked about courses. Now I'm talking about coaching. The next phase is I'm going to talk about softwares, tools that you can create, how you can create your own software. Very simple, that can start generating money for you online. All right, guys, see you in the next one.